Sorry, guys. Okay, look for the sacred writs. Guys, I think I read the quest. That's crazy. I read the quest like I have any intention of ever actually reading the quest. Guys, I'll tell you something right now. I followed Yellow Arrow, okay? That's all I do. Guys, oh, we're ready. We're prepared. So, guys, I went to school in Southern California. I grew up in Northern California. I know, crazy. Never left. I'm not, guys, I essentially never left the state. I have left the state, to clarify here, I've visited a few other states in the U.S. I really have just, my entire life is just California, which is, you know, that, I think it just makes sense for most people. Unless you live near a border, I feel like your entire life is usually the state. Anyways, guys, my father was peeved to no end by the fact that I did not know how I got to my school. So, guys, I drove to my school. My school was about an 8-hour drive from my home. No, scratch that. Sorry. 6-hour drive. Guys, where I am right now is an 8-hour drive. You want to do the reverse math, go crazy. It was about a 6-hour drive. He was so annoyed. He was like, do you take the... Guys, I don't even know now. Is it like the Highway 5 or like the 101 or something? He was so mad that I had no idea. And I said, Dad, no one does directions anymore, okay? You know how you direct yourself? You go click on phone, you go maps, and then you enter address, you click start, and then it says drive left, you drive left. Drive right, drive right. Drive off a cliff, the guys have a drive off a cliff. Okay, you know those people, I'm pretty sure there's like people who died because they took the wrong turn or something from like a thing. That would be me. Why, guys? Because I'm gonna be honest here, I have so little critical thinking when I'm driving in terms of like, guys, I'm worried about not crashing, okay? I'm not worried about where the directions are taking me. Also, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I miss turns. I have a horrible habit of missing turns, because here's the thing, guys, I'm not willing to do a stressful lane change, okay? Is that what it's called, a lane change? I don't even know what it's called, but guys, I'm not willing to, okay? If I need to cross like 6 lanes of traffic to make my exit, that's not happening. I'll tell you that right now. You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna miss my exit, and I'm gonna take another, you know, mile, 2 miles, 3 miles. I don't really care how far it is. Just gently, gradually make it towards the exit, because I have zero interest in struggling. Guys, I don't know. Driving, it's weird. When I was, you know, actually it's not weird. I think it makes sense. I feel like when you're young, driving, most couch right? Oh, you can't hear the game, can you? No, you can't. Oh. God, my son. Oh, it's loud. See, that's what I was wondering, if the game was gonna get louder. But okay, either way. Let's go. Sorry, guys. One of the issues I had before was that when I switched from my AirPods to my headphones, right? My computer volume is very different in these two devices. I have no idea why. Something, blah, blah, blah. And so to that point, I really struggled because I would have to adjust my entire system audio and then you just blah, blah, blah. Now that I have things separated more or less, kind of, except, damn, what's 101? You're a loud game. You know what I should do? I should do this, guys. Oh, everything's at 100%. Guys, I was about to be like, well, the music compared to the sound of... Oh, you know what I could do, guys? I'm actually stupid. I could just do this. I'm like, oh, no, guys. I can't change it. I'll just do the verse. I have so much homework today. Oh, Hot Cheeto, I am very sorry. I am very sorry. If it makes you feel better, I'm essentially also getting assigned homework at my job. So I feel you. I told people that I was good, and they said, no, you're not. You actually need to do this. And I said, okay. And so that's much more appropriate. And so that's where I am, but I'm very sorry. But hey, Hot Cheeto, it sounds like you're being responsible, and that's important. Guys, here's the thing. I'll tell you this right now, okay? Hate to say it, you know, lessons from the future. Guys, if you ever have to study for a test, if you ever have a big project, if you ever have a lot of homework, this applies anywhere from kindergarten to probably a PhD. Guys, space it out, okay? Start it early, space it out. You're literally never gonna regret it. College was the first time where I started really studying for tests, because I think high school, depending on who you are as a person, sometimes you can get by, sometimes you're not pressed, okay? It's totally up to you, no judgment. College is usually a time where a fair amount of people realize that they kind of need to study for tests a little bit more than perhaps the day before. Not that you can probably get by. It depends on who you are. Again, I need to study for a few days. So you know what I do, guys? I would say, okay, if I need to study for this test in a week, and I would start a week before, and I know that's like the advice you always hear, and I feel like it's the advice you always hear, and you're like, okay, okay, mister, I'm going to study every second. But I'm telling you this right now, guys. Honestly, it's like the best advice anyone can give you, because it is so much less stressful, and I emphasize to the utmost degree. Guys, sleeping on information is the most important thing you can do. Okay? When you sleep... Also, guys, I'm going to switch my pet. You best believe it. This hour, I will switch my pet, but also kind of... Thank God my pet's healing me. You need to sleep on information. Like, that is how you, like, internalize information, is when you sleep on it. Pulling an all-night... Now, I want to acknowledge, I think pulling an all-nighter completely works in terms of being successful on a test. Do I think it works in terms of you memorizing information? No. And guys, and that's just my little anecdote. As someone who did successfully survive college. So, guys, I did graduate. Did I graduate with a high GPA? You mind your mouth. But yeah. Something like that. Oh, wow. Okay. Either way, something about defensive driving. Guys, yeah, moral of the story, guys. Everyone drive defensively. If everyone drives defensively, then theoretically no one crashes. Oh, as a young person, I think you have so much confidence when you're driving because you feel like an adult. I don't think that's everyone, but I did. Like, I think when I was young, I was like... And now that I'm older, now I'm way more wary when I'm driving. And I don't know if that's because I've just seen a wider range of drivers, or the idea of death, or I don't know, the concept of death is closer to me. Guys, I have no idea why. But I just know it's intimidating, and it's scary, and I don't like it as much. I would also note, guys, LA is a city of driving. Okay, guys, if you didn't know, to live in LA, you kind of need a car. You don't need a car. You could also Uber everywhere. But you need some, usually people are relying on some form of transportation that's not public transportation, because public transportation in the city is hard. What does that also mean? That also means, I don't even know what that means. But moral of the story is, guys, drivers are insane in LA. Okay? Drivers are absolutely ooga booga bat, banana sauce insane. People drive quite fast. People honk. Here's my thing. People honk a lot in LA, and I'm just like, guys, like, do you not think people would go? Like, and I'm not saying, I think there's places where honking is like communication, right? And theoretically, honking is supposed to be communication, right? There's places where, okay, I think I just AoE this boss and it doesn't matter. But guys, like, there's some places, you know, they honk communication, completely understandable. No, in LA, they don't honk communication. They honk the second they're annoyed. And I'll say something right now, they're annoyed the second anything inconveniences them. And people get inconvenienced a lot. It's actually ridiculous. We have these two big old cranes on campus, and they're being loud as hell. I can't hear them from my dorm. The bird type, not the machine. You know what's crazy, Hot Cheeto? I really thought the machine that entire time until you said the bird. That's actually, hey, that's comedy there, okay? I'm very sorry. That's actually kind of horrible. But at least it's nature. I feel like there's something inherently good about, like, nature being the thing that's keeping you awake. Or maybe not, but it's, like, nice. Because it's, like, think about it, it's just, like, you know, like, if someone was just, like, you know, what's the stereotypical thing? The thing that, like, mines on concrete? Jackhammer. Like, if a jackhammer is going off 24/7, I feel like that'd be horrible. But I feel like, you know, at least a bird. My campus had a bunch of raccoons. We had a bunch of raccoons, or trash pandas, as they're colloquially known. We had a bunch of raccoons. We had a bunch of... I feel like we had turtles. We had seagulls. But it was really... I mean, it was really the raccoons. But they didn't keep anyone up. They were just really cute and really fun when people were walking back from wherever drunk. And they were like, oh my god, raccoon! Adorable. And guys, you know, hey guys, I want to clarify here, guys, I'm a raccoon lover. Okay, never, always been a raccoon lover, will forever be a raccoon lover. Guys, my trash pandas are my babies. My family, I'm pretty sure, fed an arthritic raccoon for years. Why? Because we're good people. Or just kept giving staff the cat food. You choose to interpret that how you will. It was just a vibe. But yeah. How did today, guys, I hope your Wednesday went wonderful. My Wednesday went well. Why, guys? Because I woke up and I finished my starting soon screen. Now, you guys might not have seen my starting soon screen. Why? Because my starting soon screen, sometimes it's shown for 10,000 years. You know what I realized? I do not have feints in this deck. Which is, like, in some ways, such a valid move. In other ways, I would acknowledge that I don't have the damage not to have feints. Guys, I finished my starting soon screen. What did I do, guys? I'm gonna be honest here, guys. If you look at my ending soon screen, is screen? I don't even know. Panel, whatever. It's the exact same. Okay. This one just has, you know, a moon, a night. Okay, a few other things, guys. Don't get it twisted. Okay, I put effort into it. But and to clarify, 10th was talking about you on his stream, not mine. Oh, okay, that's nice. Not that it like infinitely matters, but that's a very polite way, and that's also kind of crazy that 10th was promoting me. That's actually insane. But that's deeply, deeply sweet. But what was it? Oh yeah, my day, guys. Now, just some Easter eggs for you. Next time you see my starting soon screen, because you'll see it again. Guys, the duck's feet do wiggle back and forth. Do they wiggle slowly? Yes. Was I going for a sense of anticipation? Yes. Do I think I can make them wiggle faster? Yeah. But if you really get into it, guys, I didn't really realize animating a character is hard. Well, I knew animating a character was hard. I want to be very clear here. What I didn't realize is when you're animating a character, right? Like, let's say I'm making, if I have shadows, right? Because I shaded, because, you know, I'm an amazing artist. You have to have the shadows move with the feet, which I didn't think about. So the shadows are not moving with which, guys, you know what that is? That's like ray tracing or something. Not really, but like a little bit. So the shadows are moving with the feet. So I can't actually have the feet move that funkily. Also, they look kind of weird. Also, I had the feet together as a layer instead of having them separate because, guys, I was not going to try to time the feet moving. That would be a nightmare. I'm going to be honest here. Timing, guys, the clouds actually made me want to scream. Thank you. Thank you. That is, you know, guys, don't forget about, hey, you use your subscription, you can get access to awesome emotes such as but not limited to Twichty 8 Dead. Okay? That's a great emote right there. True artist prowess. Oh my god. Hachiro, I never even thought about that. I really did not think about that coming back to bite me. Just how this is not gonna do enough damage. But it's slightly higher base damage. And I can Wild Bolt. I also think I kind of need to hit. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna go for it. Also, my pet healed me. I'm sorry, pet. I really, you know, what can I say? I'm enjoying yapping too much. But yeah, I did the starting soon screen. I gave a cowboy hat. Guys, I don't know why I drew a cowboy hat. I want to clarify here. A cowboy hat would be a stretch. Why? Because, guys, art is something you practice, and I acknowledge, and you know, I'm practicing all the time, and art's really fun, and I really enjoy practicing art. You know, shading and light is really hard. There's some guy on YouTube who like does 36, I think he does like 36 strokes, or he does like 36 things, but he only uses like light and shadow to make a face. And like, I want to clear here, guys, I have 0 art training to begin with, so I think the odds of me being successful would be a nightmare to begin with, okay? I think it would be really hard to begin with. Not successful, but like, me just randomly doing art as like mini side projects is not going to necessarily lead me to having amazing art skills. But still, like, I flabbergasted, amazed, shocked by like what he was able to do. And so I'm always trying to use shadows and light because I think it's cool too, right? And to like, you know, create something. Guys, I was trying to make the little like a cowboy hat. I don't know usually. The cowboy hats I've seen, which is a fair amount, honestly, guys, is it has a dip in the middle and then it has 2 like up ridges, right? And it's like, you know, you put your you can kind of like put your fingers in when you pick it up. Also, guys, I think I might be dead. I think I might live. Why? Because life does no damage. Oh, what did I say? You put your little, you know, you put your fingers in that. I could not create that depth. I had literally no idea. I also would acknowledge the perspective. Guys, just don't look at the image too quickly, okay? Because the perspective is actually screwed. And I really tried. I tried using a warp tool to like move the hat around to like make it. I was trying to basically create perspective without the true understanding of perspective because like I understand theoretically. Can I? Oh, the membership benefit is already gone. What, I feel like that literally lasted. Maybe it didn't last for a day. I just didn't fight a boss. It's fine. Or maybe you can only use it once. That's weird. I don't know. I was really trying to create perspective. Guys, I don't really understand perspective. I really don't. And so, you know what? That's fine. Okay, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you have perspective. Talk to Juju and Ursai. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. Guys, you know what? I'm more engaged because I got more sleep. And so I'm just, you know, I'm really trying to feel the quests. I'm really trying to be in the quests. Mysterious Untamed Wildlands. Oh my god. I don't know, guys. I'm like subconsciously doing it. I literally, you know what, guys? Maybe it's from playing Hollow Knight, and I'm like actually trying to absorb information instead of just like literally. Sometimes, guys, I think I use Wizard 101. I've talked about, you know, like the brain rot videos. Call them brain rot, right? Where they're showing you one thing and then they have like Minecraft parkour at the bottom. Sometimes I wonder if Wizard 101 is like me doing this, but for myself. Where like Wizard 101 is essentially my. Not like my brain rot, because that's rude, and I don't think Wizard 101's brain rot. I think Wizard 101's a great game, but like, you know, it's like my activity where then I can just talk. But also it doesn't, you know, guys, clearly it doesn't work perfectly because I'm, you know, I'm also trying to play a game and talk, which is just not, unfortunately, just doesn't work out perfectly. See, this seems like, guys, not to be a hater, but absolutely to be the biggest hater on the actual planet of hater. I have to go 2 feet to collect 6 hibiscus flower. Like, what is this quest teaching me? What is this quest showing me? Like, they're like, ooh, you know what it is? Some dev was like, guys, I worked a little too hard on the sunset. Okay, this sunset looks amazing. I need you to appreciate it. And you know what, guys? Everyone, let's take a moment. Wow, it's a beautiful sunset. And just like that guy, we made a dev's life better. And guys, if you're not making a dev's life better, what are you doing? The answer is probably making it worse. And that's not a nice thing to do, guys. Not that I've ever affected anyone who's been in a development state in my life. If you're not sure what a dev stands for, it stands for developer. Which I realize is not necessarily like a commonly known term. I mean, not like it's not commonly known term, but I think it's a little, you know. There you go, guys. It's added to your vocab if you didn't have it. Ooh. Is anyone doing this? No, they're not. Oh, the top? I actually think getting to the top is not bad. It's the getting down that I'm a little stressed about. So, unless this quest starts at the top and you go down, I don't remember if we like go up and then we go down, or we go down and then we start up. Okay, we start down and we go up. I'm feeling medium more confident now. You know what I also want to do here? I have a potent, guys, that's crazy. I have a potent just sitting there with no feint. Oh, you know what I also want to do? Get rid of those. Yes, and get rid of these. And honestly, okay. You know what's interesting? It's like, almost, I wonder if like, I know I'm not actually gonna get a shad that fast, but like part of me is like, Twichty, you'll get a shad that fast. It's worth it. Okay. Also, where in the heck is this flashy deck? Please get out of here. Okay. Everything's been corrected. The world's a better place. We're ready to go. Kill a P is more like kill a dead, because that's what they're gonna be. I should have said HE double hockey sticks. HE double hockey sticks? Yes, HE double. Guys, that was never a phrase for me as a child. HE double hockey sticks. I think I said it. Ironically, I even thought it was a joke when I was a child and said it. Which I don't know why. Though, guys, I will say, I will never forget this. This is ingrained to my memory. Why, guys? Because, believe it or not, you're looking at someone who doesn't like fighting authority, okay? Especially as a child. As a child, the teacher could have said, jump in front of a bus, and I think I would have. Which is, you know, you can dilly-dally off of that onto who I am as a person as much as you want. My PE teacher in, I believe, 5th or 6th grade, I once said something pissed me off, and he said, don't use that language, that's bad language. And guys, to this day, I will never forget that, because it shocked me to my core. And now, let's reflect, everyone. Let's reflect about a child. Do I think a child saying something pisses them off is bad? No. No, I don't. Why, guys? Because I think a child communicating their emotions is good. Do I think that I was probably communicating maybe in the best way? No. But, guys, I think if something frustrates a child, the fact that the child says something frustrates them versus a child just, you know, like screaming and throwing a tantrum, that's good. Okay, guys? I think, you know, teaching people to communicate what they're feeling is an important thing, okay? Because the honest truth is, guys, no one's a mind reader. Okay, no one's a mind reader. And so when you're upset, okay, and you want people to know you're upset, going, that's not the answer. The answer is saying, hey, blah, 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 made me frustrated. Okay, guys, I did that recently. Guys, I confronted my roommate, okay? My roommate used a knife on a baking tin, and I felt a little frustrated about it. Did it emotionally make me want to die inside? Yes, it did, guys, but I did that, and the conversation was fine, and it really wasn't a big deal to begin with. And hello, Mark. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. I hope everything is going great. Yeah, that was, oh my god, guys. I hate how nervous I got for that conversation. It's like, you would think I could, like, handle confrontation. But I literally, like, it's funny. I'll feel so much confidence going into situations, and then the actual situation, I'm gone. I'm destroyed. Zero confidence, zero ability.
Fine work.
And it's not like all situations for me, because there's like a fair amount of situations where I am confident. I don't know. I was, guys, believe it or not, I was scrolling on Instagram Reels, unlike any human being has ever done before. And I was watching a clip, and guys, there's some, and I guess this is mean because I don't know her name. But ironically, I feel like you don't even need to know her name. That's how big, there's this, there's a female rugby player, right, who in the US, she's really popular, she's really huge. She's also just literally big because she plays rugby. And she was talking, and some interviewer asked her if she had impostrone syndrome, and she said no. And I think that's really valid. When I was growing up, I heard the word damn in a Minecraft song, and I didn't know what it meant, so I made the mistake of saying it in front of my Christian grandparents. See, to me, I always just think that's funny, but I can imagine how, you know, grandparents don't find things funny, do they? Grandparents are not like, oh, that's adorable. No, grandparents, that sounds intense. But hey, extra hot Cheeto, a child's a child, and the journey's a journey. I hope that it worked out well. She's like, I don't have imposter syndrome, which I think is so interesting, and I think that's so valid. Because I don't think, you know, it's funny. I think I don't really know. Guys, do I get imposter syndrome? I'll tell you right now. In streaming, no. No, I do not. You know, we don't need to know that. I think, you know, I think like school is a common place where people feel imposter. If you don't know what imposter syndrome, guys, I haven't switched my pet. I have not switched I actually might be brain. Okay. Imposter syndrome is the concept of you feeling like it's like you feeling like you're an imposter in a situation, and I believe those feelings are meant to be coming from a place where you're like, oh, I don't really know if I deserve this, yada, yada, yada. And some common places where people feel this is college and jobs. Because people are, especially like fresh into college and fresh into jobs. Like people might go to a college that was like a really prestigious college, and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. Did I deserve this? Yada, yada, blah, 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 blah. Or like you'll get a job that you really wanted, and then you're like, oh my God, why did they choose me? Blah, 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 blah. Do I get imposter syndrome? You know, I didn't get it for college. I'll tell you that right now. Not that my college was not prestigious, but you know, I felt like my college was the right level for me. I feel like we understood each other. I feel like, okay, we're on the same level here. No one out here is being like, oh my God, with the other one. Okay. Because here's the thing, my college humbled me with what major they gave me, so, you know. Because here's the thing, guys, this is a little spoiler alert about me and where I try to go as a human being. Believe it or not, guys, I did apply to be an engineering major at my college, and they said, no. You can come as Gen Bio, sure. General Biology, sure, we don't care. Come the masses. An impacted major? A competitive major? Okay, buddy. Yeah, maybe go back to the drawing board with that one. And you know what? That's real. Okay? And they said, you can come at this level, and I said, okay. You know what? You call my bluff, and I'm not fighting it. And I think that was valid, guys, so I'm gonna be real here. I'm not really sure I would have been that successful. It's just like, guys, there was a scholarship that I really wanted in college because it would have paid for a large portion of my college. Guys, the funny fact was you needed a certain GPA to get it, and I literally would have lost it. I would have lost it within I think my second year of college because my GPA was so bad from stats. So in some ways I'm really glad, and also I'm really excited about seeing that. I get imposter sometimes when I play with other streamers. I fall like I should be bumping. See, Mark, I think that's so valid. I really think that's valid because I think there's this. I think it initially really like. You've ever heard of the concept of a zero-sum game, right? A zero-sum game is the idea that there's always a loser. Right? Like, for example, Monopoly. Monopoly is a zero-sum game because this might not be a perfect example, but it's like, you'll get the idea if you don't know what it is. And also, you know, just explain a concept. Zero-sum game, right? Someone wins, the other person has to lose. Maybe chess is a zero-sum game. If I take your piece, you have to lose, right? Versus, like, a co-op game, you know, it's not. And the same is, I think streaming, theoretically, can feel like a zero-sum game, right? Because theoretically, we all want people to watch us, right? So then the concept of, oh, you know, if someone's watching Mark instead of watching Twichty, then Twichty's losing out, right? And that's like a win and a loss, right? The thing is, I just don't think you should ever feel that way. No, and I also want to clarify, I'm not saying you feel that way. You're just saying you feel imposter syndrome sometimes. Which, hey, Mark, you know, don't worry about it, Mark. You stream, you vibe. You know, guys, we are going to wait for Finn. Just because I think this dungeon might be harder. But I think there's something where it's like, guys, here's the thing. You just have to remember, there's so many people watching Twitch all the time. Okay, and people are going to watch who they want to watch, so just don't stress about it. And the reality is, the hardest part of Twitch, generally the hardest part of, like, you know, trying to create content, trying to be an entertainer in any sense of the word, is having people see you, is exposure. That's the hardest part, right, guys? The reality is, there's more amazing singers on this planet than there is theoretically room for people to be famous singers. There's a million amazing actors. That doesn't mean everyone's going to become a Hollywood star. In that same instance, entertainment, it's theoretically about talent. And don't get me wrong, I guess if you're a 1 in a million, I'm sure like there's talented people. The reality is there's always a billion talented people, and it's just like exposure. It's also like, you know, there's a million smart kids in the world, but depending on how life works out, maybe they'll be able to take advantage of that, or maybe they won't. So what I would say, don't stress. Not that you said you were stressed about it, but the general idea is, don't worry about that. Interact with other people, talk to other people, because the goal is to get your name out there. So the more you interact with other streamers, like playing with other streamers is great. Like for example, I don't really play with other streamers right now. I'm really not against it. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of have my segment, and I get nervous. Mark, here's the thing. I get nervous. Not about the like zero-sum game thing, more like vibe thing. Like I just get stressed. But like, so I guess I don't really know many other streamers who stream during my time. Either way, because I guess it's also kind of hard to find streamers who stream during your time, because theoretically I'm streaming, so it's like, how do I find streamers? But that's besides the point. Moral of the story is, don't stress about it. But imposter syndrome in general, it's so valid. But I also think it's, you know, it's like, guys, here's the thing. A lot of things happen to people's lives that they don't deserve, okay? Both good and bad. Okay, a lot of the time, people are really lucky, and luck by itself is something, it's not the, okay, I guess luck doesn't mean you don't deserve it, but like luck is something new that happens. At the same time, bad things happen to people all the time that don't deserve it, okay? Dare I say maybe bad things happen more, which is bad. I know. How do I feel? I will acknowledge two things. I will acknowledge A, I did not realize that I really thought they were two separate dungeons, and I don't know why I really did. So how am I feeling by the fact that I have to redo this dungeon? Not great. How am I feeling by but you know what? So be it. He just completely switched his gear. Oh, he's helping me. Oh, that's very nice of him. Okay. Or them. But yeah, that's imposter syndrome. And basically this person was saying they didn't feel it because they felt like they deserved everything they had done. And I really like that mentality, guys. And I think it's important. Guys, in general, here's the thing. Obviously, if bad things happen to you, don't feel like you deserve it, because you probably don't. And that's a bad attitude. I can Sandstorm first round if there's more minions. Okay. But also, like, guys, you know, you deserve goodness. Everyone deserves goodness. Everyone deserves happiness. Okay, guys? You know, Twichty at the end of the day, guys, I do want to, here's the thing. I would love to be a good vibe streamer. I think I'm going to be a little bit of a mess of a streamer, but my idea and my ideological goal, my ideal sense of me is just, I want to be good vibes, okay? I want to be good vibes and mostly positivity. Except I am a whiner. I am a whiner, so guys, you know, in some ways you'd say, don't fight your nature. Some people call me a professional whiner, I'm not gonna lie. But either way, guys, just have fun and be positive. Something like that, guys. And I know that conversation really ended in a horrible way, and guys, let me tell you right now, that's why I'm not a lawyer. Okay, guys, that's why I didn't do debate. Why? Because, guys, I'm not a debater. Okay? This is the sad truth of the matter. I would love to be a debater, except for the simple fact, guys, I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy when people have an opinion that fights mine. I really don't. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, you're wrong and I'm right. And it's, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not a healthy opinion to have. Okay, it's not. I don't recommend it. But that's sometimes how I feel about situations. Not all situations. I want to be very clear here. It's really situations that I feel confident in. If I don't feel confident in a situation, literally you could tell me anything and I'd be like, okay, like I believe you, sure. Because it's like, I just don't have the energy to fight. It's like, I'm sorry, I know I've done this tangent again, but I really, guys, it's people who don't trust, and not, here's the thing, guys, I want to acknowledge that doctors 100% can be wrong 100% of the time. They really can. But the reality is, here's the thing, I think also, let's say you're feeling horrible and a doctor says you're fine, go to another doctor. That makes sense, right? You know, if there's such a clear, like, I don't even know, dichotomy between how you're feeling and what the doctor's saying, like, it makes sense. But in general, guys, I'm just gonna trust you all. The frick do I know? Guys, I didn't go to med school for like 8+ years, okay? You know what? If you're telling me this, you're gonna trust me this. Now, guys, I will acknowledge, and I will never forget this. This is not a doctor, but a physical therapist once told me I could be 3 inches taller if I stopped slouching so much. Guys, I want you all to know I am not 3 inches taller. In fact, I am the same height I was. Look at me switching my pet finally. That's kind of funny that I finally remembered this. How do I feel about what's happening right now? Mid-level. I really hope I can climb these vines. Guys, I think I climbed the vine multiple times, and I think I actually might be mentally special, and that's okay, guys. 2CA95 CBS Hey, Fishburger. Hello, hello, hello. Do I not already have your death? Do you have a new death? Now I'm intrigued. Fishburger, I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. Enter, no, guys, I always mess up this. Boom, Enzo. Oh, wait, you have the new, wait, the new gear's already out? Wait, what the? Guys, I literally saw a Reddit post today about the new gear saying it looked crazy. Wait, also, I can't believe you already have it. Okay, Fishburger, look at you. Wait, this is the, right, the Jester gear is the new gear, right? Okay, I can't even compare it on this character. Hachido, I believe there is. I don't know, Fishburger, you're gonna have to correct me. I don't feel confident about life, but I'm still kicking. Gotta prove the doubters wrong. Hey, Mark, that's literally such an amazing attitude. It really is, okay? And I also want to clarify, guys, you know, guys, not feeling confident is such a normal emotion, okay? And, like, there's nothing wrong. Guys, here's the thing. Feeling confident 100% of the time, I think, can also backfire, okay? A little bit of fear goes a long way. A lot of things go a long way. So don't stress about it. And, Mark, the attitude, right? The attitude of, I'm gonna succeed, that's a good one, okay, guys? And that's the attitude I try to keep on a regular basis, guys. Sometimes I get a little nervous. Sometimes I get a little doomsday-y. But in general, it's gonna be all right. I'm gonna be fine. I can succeed. I just stitched it. It's just Wastelander. Oh. So, wait. So, moral of the story is the new gear is not cracked, is what you're saying. Wizard 101, new gear. Updated gear guide, novice gear. Maybe I can find it on the Wizard 101's. I wish the Wizard 101 site would just, like, post their pack gear. Guys, to clarify, I'm not gonna be buying it. However, I do have 4 loyalty membership tokens, so guys, maybe I could buy 4 packs, unless it's probably not there yet. The only good thing from the pack is Ring and Fame. Okay. Well, guys, I'm not gonna lie. You know what I need for my storm? Kind of a ring. I definitely in a theme. I don't know about a ring. This is really kind of crazy that I need to shorten my deck. I can't believe I drew horribly, but so be it. Guys, I do not have. Oh my god. You have a convert? Bro, that is great. Sorry, guys. I really have to compliment this guy. Guys, imagine being a support character and carrying, he's carrying a Storm convert. That's actually insane. Only good thing from the ring and a theme, cause the pip chance. Oh, that's kind of crazy that they released. You know what? Honestly, here's the thing. I feel like obviously they released this gear, right? They can't make it that much better than the other gear, right? Because people would probably complain. They can't, you know, push the stats though. Did you see my crazy stats though? Oh, 10,000 HP seems like a lot. 238 damage is max. 71 resist is insane. 44. Wow, that is actually, wait, that's actually in the club. Guys, we all fam. Okay. Do I think I can magically do enough damage? No. You know what I think I can? You know what, guys? I'll faint. That's fine. Next turn, a wild bolt. Wait, that's actually insane, though. That's... Wait, question. Like, Fishburger, could you PvP? I feel like you could... I feel like these stats are crazy for PvP, though. 71 resist is so high. Plus, you have max damage. I mean, obviously, I guess technically you could lose some damage. You have max damage, plus you have... I feel like 44 pieces is a lot. Damage and resist is capped in PvP. Oh, and 101 pip. I didn't even think about the pip. Damn. That's actually insane, Fishburger. See, guys, I don't know what was... guys, this is why I'm such a big proponent of Wizard 101 doing... I'm such a big proponent of Wizard... Guys, Max Bolt. Okay? Call me different. Call me a winner. Call me Zeus. Okay? Because I'm striking. Great, guys. I get one good zinger off, and that's all I am. What? There is a dungeon within a dungeon. This is weird. This really is.